Shannon. Hi, I got little Issy here. She's been playing with some Mickey Mouse ears. The library was doing Mickey Mouse stuff and she decided she wanted it. She wanted the candy that she wanted to share with her brothers, so yeah. Hunter just realised I'm doing a video. There we go, there's on
Every video they
coffee.
Every video they make, I have to be in.
Okay. He needs a haircut. Go on then, go what?
I do.
Mind that coffee, buddy. So I'm
Oh!
it's hot. You're not having none. You're right here as it is. I've just like spent all morning cleaning up the living room. Why'd you go that way? Don't let the dogs in. Yeah, I just spent all morning cleaning up this living room, getting it where I almost like it. I just need someone to go take the trash out because I can't reach the bin because Ricky didn't put it in the same place he normally puts it. So, and I've also been messing about my camera. I put it onto full HD because I'm sick to death when people click on my videos, it's just like center like that instead of full. So yeah, Miss Issy, she's slouchy today. She didn't take a sleep. She did not take a nap. She refuses to take a nap. She still has time to take a nap. But we did her hair. We didn't go out today though. Yeah, being out at all. Henry's feeling better. I went with us down to the store. And he said, Mum, come with us. I said, you're feeling okay, but Mama's not feeling okay. I went to bed with a migraine. With that headache I told you yesterday. I still got it today. No Tinkerbell out! Not today. She decided to pee in the corner of the sofa last night. Oh, no, can you go? Please lock that door.
I can't.
I'll hold it. Okay, sit down. She decided to pee in the corner in front of me. I won't mind if she did it behind my back.
Where did she do it?
Over there.
Like just now?
No, yesterday. Because I let them in. I thought that family dogs, they need to be in. But no, she ruined it. She tiddled.
Yeah, everyone by size. Guys, I am #1
in corner, so.
Yo!
And she just jumped on the sofa and I said, get off.
Guys,
She looked at me and she crouched down and
oh my god, I'm buying another times 100. Alright, here we go, nothing. Boom! Okay, guys, I'm at
she never ever used to do that until the past year. But then again, she's 10 years old. She's a Pomeranian.
We are going great. Guys, I'm at 6.9 billion times.
I don't know the lifespan of a Pomeranian, so I know she's an old lady. Then again, so am I, kiddo. She's watching TV now. Did you see? I moved her where I am. Nothing moved.
You're already second in the pro, so that's kind of fire.
Oh, yeah.
But she's watching TV. Nothing moves. My daughter, from Serafina, if you do that, she'll pout. Or if you go like that, she'll pout. It's Uriel. I heard a children's giggle. I've never heard children's giggle apart from mine. What?
Hold this. Take a bite.
I don't want to bite. I've just had. I'm not feeling good, so I just took some chicken broth. Because I tried to eat toast with jam on it. It was my favourite jam, and I said to Ricky, Ricky, are you still hungry? He said, yeah, I skipped breakfast this morning. I said, can you eat this? And it was only 11:30 anyway, so it's still breakfast to me. And I said, can you eat this for me? And he said, yeah, sure. So, ate it. I just forgot. Man, what did you do? Don't tell me. You had to go somewhere. Okay. He needs new underpants because him losing weight
makes me even fatter.
is
Why is he looking at me?
she's trying to look at TV, so she's getting quite annoyed. She doesn't like boys who think they're doors. That's see-through. She can't see through you.
Mom, can't you see this right now?
She sees enough of it. She says you're just a big head.
Wow, big head? Okay.
We always call him Blocker. We've always done it. And we call the other one Knotted. Because he used to always bang his head and get little knots on it. It was like, gee whiz, why? So I'm just going to change her, and I finally got her to want to wear... Okay, I'm moving you, I'm sorry. I finally got her to wear these jeans. And the jeans are like that. So I finally got her to agree to that. And then we're going to put her in Daddy's Princess. And her little red shoes, which are behind me, you can see them. Are you ready? I've got to take your glasses off.
That is so cheap.
I know.
It honestly is cheating, Sage, but think about it. I do want to be number
And I've got to
one.
take your glasses off. I promise I won't touch your lenses.
Just so.
She's very peculiar. If you touch her lens, you're likely to get her to give you a tell off, aren't you? I still think she looks beautiful without glasses.
I don't think you're getting a lot bigger,
Don't
but
you?
your number is going crazy.
Yeah, wait, my number is crazy.
I think
What
it's
is
still
SE
beautiful without
even
the
stand for?
pacifiers.
So,
Can I take
No,
it?
that's not what that stands for.
Thank you.
Spaghetti.
And that's just a pacifier. It's
You guys are stupid, Ava. What does it stand for?
the waxy stuff that you put in your ear, on your ears if you're going in water. There's another reborn person who uses it. I actually got it off an idea. She says, look, stop using magnets because it's going to destroy your vinyl. Use this instead. And I thought, yay, because I have actually damaged. Hello, Tinkerbell. I've actually damaged Eden's mouth. But it looks like she's got a, you know when they've drunk the milk and they get that little blister here in the middle of the top lip? It looks like that, so I'm not too fussed with it, but I'm not too happy either. Excuse me, girl. Mama needs a sip of coffee.
I think you just want to eat Cillian's.
You know when you make that, yeah, I've got chosen.
What does UD stand for?
You know, and that's how I have my coffee. I have 2 sugars and milk. Well, not milk, it's powder. I forgot what I was saying now anyway.
Okay, you know what, Ava, since you're calling us dum-dum,
But this is my first coffee. I couldn't handle it this morning. I made myself one at 8 o'clock. And I couldn't drink it. I said, nope. I made a big cup. You know the big pot you make when you're making one on your coffee maker? Well, I made that half full. Took 1 cup, because that can last me for 2 hours. And it's always on for 2 hours, so I can drink it all. Well, this morning I made myself a cup. And I have a pot of it. And let's bring it down. So you don't stare at me. Gosh, no, I can't do that. Why did that do that? Because that's tight, it's tight as can be. But that's going to make my... Oh, gee whiz. Okay, we'll figure this out. So I'm going to put it up here. And bring it that way. Oops, one of your shoes fell off. The bone. So she's laying here. Yeah, she's a cloth body. So she's not real. I wouldn't do this to a real baby. It has got a double zipper at the bottom. So if she was a real baby and she had to have a diaper change, then she'd get a diaper change. Like that, so you'd have to zip it all off. Come on, Issy.
I think he's trying to revenge. He was trying to stand in front of me, guys. I might die. I think he's gonna revenge.
Anyway, you can't say Ishka, so that's why I called it Issy. Cut it short.
Wait, how are you not? Did you buy a shield?
I just spawned with one.
What?
Yeah, Mum.
Oh, nah,
Thank
you're
you.
lucky.
Get away
Kind
from
of.
me, Tacky. I need to get bigger.
Give me your legs.
Fine, whoa, guys, how much Robux do you think
I know
spent
you're
for
not a
it?
baby anymore, but it's easy for me just
Alright,
to
let me know how much I
lift
got.
you up
I'm
that way.
sitting at
She has no weight to her. I
69.9
haven't weighed her.
quad adrenaline
I
drink.
do know how to weight
That's
them.
not what that
I just
stands
haven't got
for.
the
Okay, what does this one stand for?
stuff in yet.
Quadrillion?
No, it stands for
Because I want to weigh my Maddie
Okay.
and Amos, and there's a few other babies I want to weigh.
Yeah,
So,
this one
that's
next is Quadrillion Dragonsaurus Pokemon
90 she was wearing, and that's the double zip. The ones up here.
Okay, what is
And this is a 69, size 74. She needs like a 9 to 12 because this was skin tight.
What? Number 10 size?
Because she's got chunky legs. I know that tickle. I'm sorry. She got chunky legs and chunky arms. And sometimes I think it's just too tight.
What? Wait, you're not in
And
this world?
she is in
What? Why didn't you come
the
to the world?
princesses. Of course, she's a princess herself.
Oh, nah.
Well, she likes to think she
That's
is.
not good. I need to be number one of everything.
Yeah, but you're way off.
Sometimes I wonder if she's a
I'm spending a
princess.
lot of Robux on a bunch
But
of
she
side
does act
missions, so I'm
sassy.
pretty sure it might be
I've
number one.
realised we take her to the store. She doesn't really want toys right
How
now.
much Robux did I spend?
She wants candy after candy, and I'm like, oh, so you developed a sweet tooth, have you?
It's not updated, but I'm telling you, you're far behind.
But I don't want candy. No. She's not so keen on all the chips.
I'm going insane. Alright, I think I'm gonna buy this a couple more times just to see if I can get Infinity. I think
She
Infinity
just likes the
honestly
plain
might be kinda
ones,
crazy.
the ones
I don't
that's
think
just
anyone would
salty.
ever catch up to me if I got that. Alright, I'm buying this a couple more times and then we're gonna see what's
And sometimes she can be salt and vinegar herself.
Yeah, Jackie, I'm gonna be honest, you've crossed into the threshold.
And
of
she
nothing I
is,
don't even
she's
know.
nearly 2 and she is getting that. And 2-year-old sass, aren't you? People call it terrible twos. I think sometimes it's worse than terrible twos. It's like the teenagers. And then it disappears a little bit. And then it comes back again when they reach the teenage years. So it's preteen. She's going through the preteen. Aren't you?
Hi guys,
Terrible
today I'm
teen.
becoming
Why are
the
you
biggest snake
sliding?
in Roblox
Have you seen that baby? No, not yet. No, I didn't think so either, because I
all
thought.
that noise when it's going on. Oh, yeah, come on.
So you got to ask if you need to go to the toilet because you're not in diapers anymore. She came out of diapers when she was same age as my eldest daughter.
You take the slither.io
A year.
So you guys are gonna try to take it from me?
She
Are you
about
serious?
14 months when, 13 months when she came out of diapers.
Oh,
of a day.
Up, you idiot. Oh gosh, there's a really, really big snake over here.
There's no way you
And
actually
I
take
didn't potty
that
train
snake. Look how
my
big
eldest
it
daughter
He
to
is
go
really,
to
really big.
the toilet when she was 6 months old.
Oh,
But she refused to pee in a diaper when she could crawl. And I already had a potty given before she was born. I didn't like it. So I left it in the corner and she started sitting on it. I thought, well,
Come here, stupid dumb fat snake.
Becky, I think you're dead.
Yeah, I think I'm dead too. Guys,
because she was walking at 10 months old.
in a circle. What is wrong with him?
So she still wore a diaper at 6 months,
Yeah,
obviously.
it's real messed up. Wait, maybe I can escape. I can probably escape for the back.
So by the time she was 11 months old, she was clean of a day, not of a night.
Oh gosh, wait, I got all this
And by the time she was 12 weeks and a little bit, maybe 14 months is when she was fully clean day and night.
Going in for that, that was crazy.
And I was like, is that normal?
Thanks guys, appreciate it.
Is
Becky is gonna be the king of slither.io.
going to the toilet
Some Perca-Cola.
already
Ooh, guys,
normal?
I'm buying a Perca-Cola.
Because my sister always said, don't put them to the toilet until they're at least 18 months old.
20 minutes.
And she's my older sister, the oldest, who's 10 years older than me. And I said,
Hey, Becky, somebody ate
okay, well, you're the one who's
foods everywhere.
got children
Gosh, that's what he
or
deserves.
kept her
He started
children.
eating me for no reason.
Yeah, I'm glad he did it.
And I said, okay, I'm going to listen to you. You're my big sister. I've always looked up to you.
There is no way that is you, Emma. You
And I
are
was
so
20.
big.
I know, right? And I didn't even have to kill him.
Emma,
21.
no.
You thought.
Nearly.
Oh, man. Oops, at least I tried.
Yeah, I was 21, just turned, because I was pregnant with Stephanie.
Alright, fine, I won't do it.
And because I had Stephanie when I was 21, halfway through being 21.
You look, I'm the yellow snake over here.
She was born 12th of August. Yeah, the same day that he's having his operation.
That would be so messed up. I definitely am not gonna do that.
But because she's not with me, I don't mind having her brother having the operation a day.
I'm not trying to circle you in or anything like that, I promise. Look.
So she said stop putting to the toilet. And I said, okay. And then I lived in Liverpool, because that's where I stayed from the age of 19. Because I moved away from my mother for the first time. I moved down the street from her when I was 18, no 19. And then every time she ran out of money, she came and borrowed it off me. And I used to always have money around me, of course. We worked. I worked in a office. And I said, sure, Mum, yeah, sure. Your dad. And then she used to say, it's your dad that needs the money. And I said, okay, I'll give you it, here. And she went, I'll give you it back. And I said, give me it back when you've got it, you know. I was just okay where I didn't live paycheck to paycheck, just when I was over that. And I said, I can't keep doing it, she's coming down every day now. And I said, Mum, what did you do with the, you know, the £40 I gave you? And she went, I got everything that I needed, but now I need something else. And I said, Mom, okay, I don't live paycheck to paycheck right now, but one day I'm sure I'm going to be like that, where I'm on paycheck to paycheck. Because it was on the news where there was, you know, people being made redundant, and my office was one of them listed. And I said, Mom, I can't. I'm trying to be decent. Because again, all my pajamas are too big for me because I've lost a lot of weight. Because I was nearly 300 pounds and I'm now way under it. Because I let myself go after breaking my back. And I said to my husband, I said, I've got to get away from her. And my husband started disliking her as well, so I said, I don't want no one to hate her. So the best thing for me to do, I love these little red shoes, I'll show the other one. So I said, let me bring it in. And there's the fake buckle. And I used to have a pair of these for like Libby. She was my pink girl. And she's my pink girl. Pink and red is her favourite colour. I've done her like Libby. And Stephanie likes purple like me. Paul likes blue and brown.
Absolutely, he was 100% cheating, guys, I swear. But
Can't get this right. Sorry, girl. There you go. And I think you look really nice on it.
Guys, we need to kill Riley.
Let's bring that down a bit. She doesn't lift up to your chest, but you look really, really cute. Oh, yeah. You look smart. You're always smart. You're a smart cookie. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's cut down. Yeah, you can't touch the walls. What is this guy trying to do? This guy's trying to kill you, an idiot.
So we moved out of the area where he's from. My husband was from Liverpool, and I just moved. Behind me was a Jewish section. So I just lived just behind my Jewish neighbours, and they knew I was Jewish. In Liverpool, you had to be careful even back then. If you were Jewish, there were still anti-Semites. And I'm
gonna kill this guy over here next to me and Sage. This guy is trying to
there we
escape
go.
us, but we can't let him have that.
You're gonna fall,
Come here. Let's go!
Oh, you want to sit back? Okay, you sit back.
Easy.
Let's sit back, baby.
Well,
Look.
he tried killing me earlier.
What
so
are you
I can get
doing?
revenge on him, and now
Where you going?
I gotta kill you.
Go ahead. Oh, you're watching TV. Okay. Definitely watching TV. Okay.
Let's kill him.
I'll leave you alone. Do you want these back
Oh
on?
my gosh, you're right. Oh no, this is not good. I'm gonna kill her. Kill her! Oh man, I think I'm about to get stuck inside of here.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
So,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Ozzy, does that- Ava,
We,
don't you dare go for that. That is literally my
We moved
size.
to
I
Liverpool,
work for this.
where he's from. And at first nobody knew I was Jewish. But then one day I had
Oh, look at all the blue
Hanukkah
signs
on
over
my
here.
door,
This is
my
not good.
window,
Okay, well, I need to do a
the
bunch of
stickers,
circles before I accidentally hit the blue.
and I had my
Alright,
menorah
think
in the
I
window.
am safe.
And they said, then someone noticed out of the community. And they said, you're Jewish, why didn't you move into this street? I said, the council put me on this street.
Honestly, that same person
And they
killed
said,
me
did
earlier
you tell me you were
took
Jewish? I
my
said,
side.
yeah, I told them I was a Hasidic Jew.
What? No, you idiot.
Because I was still a Hasidic, I did not believe in Jesus back then.
That does not make Ashley better than me.
And I think that's
I
a go back.
just realized something. Why do these small snakes have so
Yeah,
much
it's been
more
back.
speed
But then they went to the store, like I said, they went to Walmart. Okay, I'm going to pause it right now. So now they're back. We did a little bit of grocery shopping. Now that grocery shopping's now got to last us 2 weeks. Thanks to the wine.
Alright guys, today I'm
How do you feel,
becoming
Henrik?
the largest scorpion in Roblox. I know right now I got 5 sides, but trust me, I'm gonna
Apart from my top lip, he bit his lip before. Well, while they were doing the anesthetic, he bit his lip while he was going under it, and it gives off hot lip. Don't be biting on it, 'cause it's not going to get any better if you keep doing that. Well, don't suck it because you're making it stay loud. Hey! You're not saying hi, or do you want to lay down?
Lay down.
Okay, go on then. So yeah, I think she looks really fab in these shoes, and that's with the sole underneath. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Sassy little thing. So yeah, we moved to Liverpool, and all the community liked us, and they didn't like my husband. He was not acidic. And they said, how old are you? And I said, I'm now 21. And they said, why didn't you marry somebody who's Jewish? And I said, my mum didn't want to, because she liked him. And they said, we don't like him because there's something bad about him. And there was something bad, because when I was in hospital, just after I gave birth to my first daughter, he cheated on me. Yeah, right after I gave birth to my daughter, that night, he said he had to go somewhere. And he went to the bar, well, the pub, where my friend, she wasn't my best friend, but she used to say hello to me, and I didn't drink anything. I was one that did not drink alcohol, not even red wine at that point, because my kids came first, and I sometimes still give Libby breast milk. Not off me, it was always in a sippy cup. And so I thought, well, if you drink, you're not going to be able to do it. So we did that way. Plus, she had formula milk for 6 months old. It was like 6 months up, formula, so we had that. And we went about his business. So my sister said, where were you? Because she didn't come back the night before, overnight. And he said, I was at a friend's house, we got drunk because my daughter was born. So she let it slip, and she went, well, you didn't lock the door. So I couldn't go visit my sister until Ricky had told her husband her husband Mick, Michael, we called him Mick, walked their 2 dogs. And she went, I wanted to go spend a lot of time with my sister because I don't see her, because we live up, we live 75 miles away from you. So it was an hour and a half drive. And she says it's just not possible. Sometimes it was over 2 hours drive depending on the M62.
No, hold up, Yona. That's a little bit broken.
So she was very angry, and she says, who does the laundry in this house? Who cleans up? And he said, Becky does. She cleans up. She does the laundry. And she went, even though she's pregnant and she just had a baby, yeah, she does it. So Jane were doing the laundry, and a girl with a smaller chest than me, her bra was in the laundry. And my sister came and she says, I'm not trying to upset you because you just had a baby, and I'm going to leave this weekend because if I stay one more day, over the weekend, she says, you've got until Friday to come up. You've got until Saturday morning to get out of hospital.
Alright, guys,
Because I hemorrhaged when I gave birth to Libby, and I had to have a blood transfusion, and I was refusing it, and I collapsed in hospital. And the doctor said, if she doesn't have this blood transfusion, she's going to die. I'm taking over her care. We can't get hold of her husband. We don't know where he is. He's not come to see her. He's never come to see her yet. Not that I know of. And the midwife said, he's not been in at all. And they said, where is he? And they said, we don't know. She don't know. So I'm going to lift you up a little. Yeah. So the doctor, he was a he, and he said, right, that's it. I'm taking over her care. She's having that blood transfusion or she's going to die. So I don't know why it's gone dark, I guess because I picked you up. So the midwife said, okay, I agree. We've got to take action over her health. So the doctor took over my action, and I had the blood transfusion Thursday. It went Thursday night, it wasn't Thursday, it was early hours. It was supposed to start at 10 o'clock Thursday night, it didn't. So it started at 5 o'clock Friday morning. And my sister said, you have to get out of this hospital by the weekend, because otherwise you're going to have to find someone else to come and drive you home and stuff like that. And I said, what do you mean? And she went, I can't stay with him. And that's the time she went off him, because she was friends with him, and it was through her how I married him. It used to be my friends with the boy that I did like, and my mum didn't like the boy I liked. She liked him, but he was best friends with my sister. He became best friends with my sister, should I say. And my sister said, yeah, she's gonna marry him. And it was like, okay. But then that day that he did that, she hated him. And she proved it by she didn't speak to him. And then he finally came to see me on a Friday afternoon. And he said, Becky, your sister don't like me. What did I do? And I said, well, maybe she don't like you because she went with another woman the day I gave birth to Libby.
Yeah, you're flying now.
And he didn't know where to look, and he said, I said, don't stutter, it don't suit you. And he said, I promise I'll become good. And he did, he stopped doing it.
What? No way!
Dude, look at the leaderboard. Wait, Emma, how much do you have?
I have 2 mil.
What? You already have 2
So,
mil? I'm low-key kind of catching up, though.
I'm running.
Wait,
Friday
guys,
night.
I know I said I wasn't going to go overboard and anything like that.
Saturday morning,
Wait,
sorry.
guys, hear me out.
About
Hear me
2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, my old blood transfusion was over. So I had to go through
How else am I supposed to be the most goated?
Friday, all the way through up until 2 or 3 in the morning of Saturday morning. And I said, can I go home today? Because my sister's going home Sunday. And it's just Shabbat. And she wants me home. And the midwife said, by law of the hospital, we can't send you home to see if you don't have a reaction to the blood transfusion that you've just had. She said it wasn't just like 1-2 bags of blood we gave you, it was many. And there were 3, there were a unit each, and I had about 6 units of blood given. So 6 bags of blood I was giving. And she says, I want to know how you're going to react to the blood transfusion. I'll ask the doctor, but I can't guarantee you'll be going home on Shabbat. And the doctor came back. He came with her and he said, how do you feel? I said, I'm still kind of weak, but I'm not as weak as I was before I took the blood transfusion. And he said, no, you don't look like you're going to die now, which is good, but I don't know how long or how you're going to react. And I said, to be honest with you, wouldn't I have had a reaction if it was like the first blood, after the first blood of blood, wouldn't I have had a reaction then? And he said it could take until the blood's finished before you have a reaction. And I said, okay, I'll stay. And I said, I don't know how I'm going to get home with a newborn, but I'll stay. So the doctor went away and came back 2 hours later. He said, you've not had no reaction. You seem okay. Now you're standing up, you're walking, you've taken baths. Ever since you had your baby, you've been taking baths with the nurses out. They put you in a wheelchair and they took you to the bath so you wouldn't collapse. He says, now you're standing up and walking and acting like a normal mum that's just given birth to a child. Yes, you can go home. So 2 p.m. Saturday afternoon I went home. And my sister said, I ain't got long with you. She says, the only thing I'm happy with is that you're home. But I'm not staying. She was supposed to stay 2 weeks with me. And she took 2 weeks vacation from her work. And so did her husband. And she said, I can't do it. I'll go spend the rest of the week that I've got off at home and be around people that are not like this. And she says, I'm sorry you married him. I'm sorry I put him forward. And she went, it's up to you if you stay with him. She says, I think you should because you've got a baby together. But if he does it again, you have the right by Jewish law to divorce your husband on the counts of adultery. And I said, I will. All the way through being pregnant with Stephanie, he cheated. After having Stephanie, he cheated. I left. I didn't divorce him, but I left and went to live with my mum for 3 months when Stephanie was a newborn. And my husband started crying over the phone and saying, Becky, I want you home. I can't do this without you. I went home and the house was a mess. Absolute mess. I've had OCDC, not extremely, it's not severe where everything's pulled off and nothing's about. My house just looked lived in, but not fully lived in. I hate mess, I'm sorry, I do. So I cleaned up. And my aunt, she got her first reborn, and she got it from an artist, and she bought it with her. I said, you adopted another baby? And she went, no, Becky. I said, you don't have a baby. Is that your gun? You can't, your son and your daughters are not old enough to have babies. Well, they are, but they're not married and they don't want babies. I said, no, it's not for me. I said, but what? Are you babysitting?
Guys, I got 32 billion strength.
Because you're staying like 2 days. Are you babysitting?
Oh, I can definitely
And she
take out
went,
the final boss now.
Becky,
I'm going!
it's a silicone baby. It's
I
fake.
came in first.
And I was like, what? This was 2002.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie,
And this was her first ever
There's nothing to do, Sage. She's just gonna keep buying everything you
reborn.
recommend.
Hey, no, I'm
And I
not
said,
gonna buy anything else. This is the last thing I bought.
Kathleen,
I really don't believe that.
Guys, it's Cap. I can
you've
buy the
got
skis if I want to.
Well,
a
are you?
reborn doll. What's a reborn doll? What is
I'll
it?
see you guys later. I'm in the
And
new
she
world
went,
now.
you know that I always have depression and stuff. I said, yeah. And she says, well, my doctor said, get a reborn. And she gave me a list of reborns. There was only 5 on the list. And she went, I went with a one that wasn't too
Looks
expensive.
like really, really strong.
And I said, wow, it looks so real. It had rooted hair,
Let's see.
rooted eyebrows, rooted eyelashes, and perfect, not red lips like she's got. Just perfect like Tovi, his lips, and
Well, at least he's doing something
Seraphina's. And I went, oh my gosh.
Yeah, but
I
even
want
though
one.
rebirths, guys, I'm only at 2 trillion strength now. That is not even near 5
And she went,
trillion.
I'll leave the list. I've got the list with me. I'll write it down on a
Guys,
piece of paper and you can have
to be
one.
honest, guys, I'm buying the skis.
Well,
Again,
I
you
didn't
keep
get
winning,
one.
though, guys. Listen, these bosses
because I
are, like,
still
way
had
too
2
tough.
children and I was still like,
Yes, you will. You sit there
you know,
and
going
run on
through
your treadmill.
issues.
No, but wait, now I'm at 12.
And she
That's
says,
still not
I'm not
close.
here just as your auntie and as your friend.
Alright, I'll let it cook up for a little bit.
I'm also
but I
here
still don't think I'm gonna be able to beat the bosses for a while.
Look,
You know what? I think I need to
because
rebirth.
your
I'm pretty sure
sister
that's what I need to do a bunch of times.
told our
Yeah,
rabbi
that's like double your strength a lot.
what your husband was doing.
Ever since I rebirthed a bunch more times,
And
I'm
like
at
the
21
rabbi
strength now.
That's really good.
said to me, because I'm
Let me
close
see
to
what kind of
you,
bosses I can beat now, 21 or 22
to come and
strength,
stay.
I think
He asked
okay,
your
I
mum,
could
but your
probably
mum
beat
said
2
no.
bosses. Let me go see how much strength I get for this. Dude, it's probably
She would
gonna
never
go
come
so
to a
slow.
pub.
Oh, not guys. I'm like
And
really, really,
she
really
says,
slow
since
right now.
I
Really?
like local football club,
How are you slow?
I'm
I
coming
know, it might
to
not seem like I'm slow, but guys,
you know,
this race,
to visit
this is,
Anfield
like, super
and to
crazy.
visit you.
I currently have
But I'm
like
also
43
here
seconds to
as a
finish the race,
judge
but I
for the
honestly
rabbi.
don't think I'm gonna finish that slow.
You're not even gonna finish?
I don't think
I
so,
have to
dude.
give him
The
back
rest of these
feedback.
bosses are,
Whatever
like,
you
so
tell me
much
about your
faster than
husband,
me.
I have to give
However,
you
I'm not
in
dead
feedback.
last, which honestly I will take. Let's see how many wins I get.
And I kind of
have
clammed
25
up
seconds
like
to finish the
it's
race.
no one's
I am
business.
chilling.
Alright, well, what comes next?
Alright, well, I don't know. We're
And I
about to see right
kind
now.
of
We're gonna see how many
felt
wins I get.
cornered
Alright, I just won the race, guys. I came in 4th place.
and uncomfortable at place, but I knew it was
25
protocol.
million wins for that.
And she says, my advice is you give up Liverpool, you sell your house. Because I moved out of the area after Libby was born, and I got out of the Jewish area that Libby was born at because they were always on my back. You need to get a get. You need to get the get. You need to get the get. I said, I need to get away. Not get the get, I just need to get away. And they were friendly, they were loving, they were kind. But I was stubborn. So I moved to Anfield, just down the road from Anfield Stadium. And I sold my house and I got a council house. And my husband said, why did you get a council house? Why didn't you? I said, okay, I'll leave this council house, but I'm not buying another house here. And I moved into a private landlord. And his house was infested in rats. And I didn't realise that the pipes that run underneath the house used to be a dairy. And I said, no, I'm going home. He said, you're going to Israel. I said, it's either Israel or Yorkshire. I have enough to buy an house in Israel. I have enough to get me to Israel. I have enough to get my kids to Israel. I don't have enough to get you to Israel. Okay. So,
I like reading all the videos.
yeah.
Mom.
So he said, fine. And we moved back up into my area. My mom's lived in the Jewish area.
It's not terrible.
Alright, I'm gonna read this a bunch of times. Oh, I only
So I
got
moved
2
back there,
minutes,
and
that's
I didn't move in with my mother. My sister made my life
Honestly,
difficult, my middle
I
sister.
gotta sit here and get my strength up, dude. This is so embarrassing.
She told everyone everything, other things, and they kept stoning my house.
Dude,
They stoned me every time I stepped out of the house with my kids.
Yes, they got it in the shop.
One
but
stone
it
hit my
only lasted
daughter
15 minutes, though.
on a leg, and I said, that's it.
Yeah, could be a lot worse.
I'm not
Guys,
staying here.
I'm locked in this world, trust me. I am
So
not
2004,
How locked in?
after being married 5 years,
A total of 16 trillion strength.
almost 5 years, I divorced
And honestly, could be worse.
my husband. I got the get.
Ava,
And I had to go through my rabbi.
Well, at least I am down 0 Robux, so.
Yeah, but
And
you're also
he got the get. And we went about our way.
Future world and all that. Yeah, so you're just sad that you're way
I
back there.
moved to Scotland,
Frozen land forever.
Edinburgh,
You know, Ava, if you want, I could gift you something.
and I stayed there.
Wow.
Then he moved to Edinburgh,
I'm sorry,
Did my
bad.
ex.
This is a perfect opportunity. I have to take it. Wait, guys. If I
and he pleaded that we go back together.
Yes, I totally did. Alright, well, now that I got all this strength, there's something over
And
here
I was
that's
I was not in no
escaped
Jewish
25
community. I was
wins.
I don't know
not
if I
going to a
even
synagogue.
Neither do I. But on
In
the bright side,
Scotland.
guys, I'm gonna open one of these normal exits.
And
So
I
can get
just
something really awesome from this. Alright,
said,
let's keep
okay,
it
we'll
rolling.
try
Another
again.
computer win
But
X,
you
man.
cheat
I got
on me
a
one more
rare
time, you're gone.
bad looking
Because he cheat. What made me divorce him is he
Only
cheated with my
50
best
times
friend.
300. That was so bad.
Ooh,
And
is
then I
that
divorced
not good for
him.
your pets?
That's
So
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely not putting that on. Maybe I'll put
Yeah.
all my best bets on, see what it puts
Yeah,
on.
you
Oh,
were
I guess
gone.
it put it on for me.
What if you get extra pet slots?
Oh, that is a good idea, low key, but I probably
So that's
have
a
to
little
do
bit of a
lot more
low key
than I already did.
So you
what
really-
happened
No,
to
no,
me
bro,
and my
what are you
husband.
talking about?
Well, that's something somebody.
That my aunt,
No,
Kathleen,
that's literally cap, that's not true.
Well, you don't want to.
that's her real name, Kathleen,
Sounds like you're broke.
I'm not broke, Em. I don't even know what you're talking about.
who had that
What do you say,
silicone
brokey?
reborn doll.
Who you calling a brokey?
She started the ball rolling.
Ava,
I am
brokey.
not a brokey.
So you know these 12-inch reborn dolls?
Call me a brokey.
I kept getting the cloth-bodied one.
What's wrong with you guys?
And that's the only thing I had was the 12-inch ones. And I put them on the shelf. And I kind of like got hooked on it. And I said, right, I've collected these reborn dolls since 2010. 2009, sorry. And then 2010 I left Scotland.
I don't know how you're doing it.
And I moved in with my mum and dad. After my husband and his new wife
Ooh,
won
the wheel is
custody
really
of my
overpowered.
kids by saying I was,
Yeah, but the odds of that
I don't know, one of his family
family
members was a judge.
Oh, okay.
And he didn't like Jews. So he paid his family member to get my kids. I lost 4 of my kids because we did have another child together. And he's Christian, so he's not. He was never a Jew, as I said. All my family said, why did you marry?
Find out how.
Why did you marry him? He's also not a Jew. And then the Jewish community in Liverpool said, why did you marry him? And they didn't like him. They knew something about him, but I couldn't see it. Or I didn't want to see it, I don't know. So yeah, that's a little bit of a rundown about my life. I've been married twice. And it's not, neither one's gone well. But then again, I married another Christian. You see, I have nothing against Christians. Nothing. I'm no longer acidic. I left that in 2013.
What?
basically 2012. Fully, I left it in 2013 and moved here to America.
Restaurant, we can do random or we can do popular. What do you guys want?
And I went through this life where I didn't believe in God. I pulled away from everything. And my best friend, who came to me for 2 years from here, this house. See, this is a parent's house, and a brother lived here, and she lived here. She used to live on her own until 2013 when she had to move back here, because England said she'd had to go through every red tape to stay in England, and the best option was for her to come to America and just visit, because it was going to cost us a lot of money to get her over, and it was going to cost way too much traveling back and forth. She had to spend another 3 months in America, then come over for 2 months to Britain, then come back here, spend 6 months, and then they'd let her come in to be a citizen if she married a man. But with me being a woman and we're not gay, I couldn't do it for her, and I said, we took all my 4 children.
Alright, everyone, choose a
So my first husband took my first, all my 4 children, and I was 8, I know. Our last born together was 2012. And that's when I left the Acidic family and synagogue. And I went into everything else. So I didn't believe in no God, no nothing after that. Everything just went downhill. And I moved here, and my sister said, even when she was in England, she said, Beth, you've got to believe in God. God is real. Jesus is real. I said, Jesus isn't real. And that pains me now, just saying it, because I know it's real. But every time I said Jesus is not real, just telling a story, it hurts. It pulls at my chest, because I know it's real. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So all the way through, up until Alvin Hunter, he was born at 2:48 on Sunday afternoon. Saturday night at 1:25, doctors did an epidural that burst my spinal cord at T2. They burst it because they went past the membrane into my spinal cord, and it was filling it up, and they put it onto max. I was maxed out because I was still feeling the pains, and I had such a bad headache, and I said, oh, it's because you're on magnesium because of your preeclampsia, you're on magnesium and everything else. That's why you got headaches. So we didn't worry about it. I said, I can't feel my body from here, that's where my injury is, right here, down. And the doctor says, that's normal. You're on an epidural. Sometimes it does go higher. But don't forget, we had to go from T9 to T7. Now they should have gone lower than T9. It should have been just above my lumbar, or in my lumbar. Well, they didn't. They went in T9. That's where they punctured my spinal cord the first time. And they pulled it out and said, we've got to give you an epidural. There's no other alternative. We've got to now go to your T7, where an epidural's never been on you. Be nice, you two, we're not fighting. Oh no, don't do it. Henry, be nice.
Emma, your room is so boring though.
So
No, it's not. Look, I thought I knew
they went into my T7, and that's when
Did your alarm
it
clock
exploded
start?
my
It makes that sound whenever someone
T2.
strikes.
Oh, that's gross. Oh, my God,
And
it's
I said,
gross.
something's just happened to me. And they said, your baby might have just kicked, you're fine. So nobody was listening to me, and my sister said,
Leave my house.
you're still feeling the pain? Yes, I feel everything.
All right, everyone.
She went, you maxed out on epidural. I said, I still feel everything, something's not right. And she called Ricky and
Quick.
she said,
Hey, Tucky, wanna hang out with us?
you might need to come to the hospital and be with your wife while she gives birth. And he said, Egg, F no.
Guys, today I'm playing a power.
It wasn't Egg, it was the other one. And she hung up the phone. He hung up the phone, so she called him back. And she went, I'm not playing, there's something wrong with Becky. If she doesn't, if you're not here, what would you do if she's not here? If she dies? And what are you doing? Just stop.
I'm hungry.
Henry, I'm not doing the... You've eaten! I'm not doing the chicken nuggets until this evening. I'm sorry. Stop jumping on my sofa. You're 11 years old, you know better.
Yeah, Emma, I'm surprised you're excited. You know what
Is
we're driving these tractors that you love so much?
Gonna play because I'm on here with you.
I mean, all right. If everyone's
Oh,
ready, go ahead on the left.
Hunter's,
I mean, mine.
no, it's Hunter's.
I want to trade it.
No, you didn't. That's Hunter's.
Yeah, I didn't trade that.
You did?
Guys, and by the way, we're not doing
No, I didn't think so.
We're going to the medium one.
What?
So,
Why?
that's Henry said.
We're making it. There you go.
So,
Real dangerous.
I feel like it was already
Eat.
dangerous, no?
Well, we're making it even more dangerous,
Eat,
guys. So everyone.
He said, well, if she dies, it's her time to die.
Really crazy over here.
We all have a set time. And she said, that is just chicken coop.
Chicken.
Oh, by the way, guys, this
Chicken.
is the race. Whoever makes it there,
Kind of.
$5,000.
But she didn't say it in a nice way. She was cussing up a storm.
Wow, right as I say that, I get stuck on a rock, bro. Are you kidding me?
And she went, okay, baby girl, you've got me.
Oh no, guys. this
And
is
that's all you need.
terrifying. I feel
You
like
got
I'm
me.
low-key gonna fall off.
I'm about to get that.
You got me and you got Henry. That's all you
Let me
need.
get that checkpoint real quick.
And
Hold
she,
on.
Yeah,
Mad.
I'm gonna take a checkpoint.
All right,
I
just
said,
got a
okay,
checkpoint
I'm not
real fast.
arguing.
Hey,
I don't feel good.
What? We're both stuck.
Oh, see you guys later. Oh no.
So,
Come on, check.
I said, the baby's coming out.
Are you guys okay?
And Tammy said, why? I said, I feel like the baby's head's coming out. I'm about to give birth to this baby alone.
All players.
She ran out.
I think I'm gonna do that real quick.
Why would you do that?
And the midwife came and said, you're not about to give birth.
Emma, I'm sorry. Emma, I'm sorry. Oh
You're
my God.
only 6 centimeters dilated. You're not ready to give birth.
I'm so sorry, Emma.
You're actually the worst.
It's only been half an hour since you got checked. We can't do you again.
You guys.
That's it. I'm done.
I said, the baby's coming, whether you like it or not.
How'd you respawn? Oh, you literally just go to the
Yeah, you
spawn
can
bar.
just respawn the tractor anywhere.
All right,
And
see
she
you
went,
later,
it's
Emma.
just the epidural's just playing up with you. You've not given birth yet.
Wait, I can see it. Wait, look.
What
So,
do you want?
Tammy said, I'm not happy with you.
I'm not
Get the
gonna
doctor
do
in.
the tractor.
Where are you going then?
Right here.
Oh my God, Emma is sitting. Emma, you're
So,
such a big back there.
the
You gotta
doctor,
lay it all down.
the midwife went out. Well, she wasn't midwife, she was a
You
nurse.
have a good point. Sid. I
Because
just saw you fall
America
off.
don't have
There you go.
midwives. The nurse left, very angry.
Oh, wait, it auto-flips for me. Okay,
The
I'll
doctor
take it.
came. She says, I don't want to do an internal,
Oh,
but I'll do it. Because if you're saying your baby's head's coming out, then I'm going to go with you. You're the mother. You're feeling it.
Okay.
And she said,
a little too fast. I'm gonna
press the red
I
button.
don't wanna- Actually,
What that red button does?
Panic button.
Medium is horrible.
Get everybody in this room now.
What? Okay, fine. Get in, Emma. Hurry up.
It's so funny.
So the red button was
Being on a hay
pressed.
Okay, you got it. You ready though?
And
Go down, bro.
there was about 6 doctors and a lot of nurses in there.
Who's
The
second?
whole room, you couldn't move.
I'm so focused.
Okay,
She said, that's not the baby's head.
Hey, take a look and see.
That's come out.
Nowhere.
Hey, look,
That
it's
you've
in-
just delivered. That is
Slow.
the umbilical cord.
Okay. Oh, look, it's Zig, you're cheating.
What's
Zig,
that?
you're cheating.
That's what feeds the baby nutrients from me to the baby. It's the belly button. And it's the cord. And she says, stop every cesarean section that's been booked for this time, for like 2 o'clock. She's going in now. prep room, surgery 2.
Okay, I'll see you later.
So everything went, and they were prepping it when I went into the
Guys, I just want to let you know,
surgery
it's really
for the
scary on this one.
emergency C-section. He was born.
Yeah,
The
I
moment
have to
he
go
was
right
clipped
now,
from
too.
me,
How is
my
Emma
blood
in
pressure
second? Guys, I
dropped
literally just carried
to
her
normal.
separately. She's so
It just
lucky.
went down like that and stopped.
No, you
At
gotta
first I
understand,
thought I
you're
was
back in my
dying.
car and just let me drive you everywhere.
And I said, don't let her die. Keep her alive.
Hey, I don't remember none of that.
I'm sure you don't.
Anyways,
And
guys, I am currently, it shows that I'm
I slept
halfway
all that
the way
day
up, so I don't know about
after
you guys,
giving it.
but
I just
I'm
looked at
thinking
him,
of all of you.
made him kiss my
Wait,
cheek.
Ava, are you still stuck
And
on
I
that
said,
snowy bridge part?
I got a sore throat then. He said,
Your buns, how are you still
he's an
stuck
healthy
there, bud?
boy. He's born at 34 weeks, but he's healthy. He's breathing on his own.
No, I'd be bugged if I
And
didn't
he's
get
4
to it all.
pounds.
I don't know,
15.
I passed it like second try. Sage, you
Then they
passed it
weighed
too,
him
right?
again. It was
No.
4
Oh, no,
pounds.
you're both
And they said, I don't know where we
no.
got the 15 from. I'm sorry, but it's straight
Okay,
4
well, think about it like
pounds.
this, Sage. Emma would also be really bummed if she didn't get
And
a free ride home, guys.
That's not true. I'm good at these types of games.
they,
Oh, wow. Are
you don't feel good now? I
No,
don't think
it's all good.
so.
I'm gonna survive myself for 89 Robux.
Wow, you're a
You got
genius.
slight fever, but they said
Hey,
you would.
guys can do it too, unless you guys are rookies and don't got the Robux for it.
Yes, you may have toast now.
Hey, it's
Ask you.
Can I dance?
He can dance.
I told you, I'm good at these games, and I didn't fall for you.
So,
Oh my god, I fell again. Bro, you
the next
got
day,
to
they
be
woke me up.
right now.
We were talking all
and they said,
that.
okay, mama, you're going to go see your baby.
That's not
Because
true.
I didn't see him the day
That
before.
literally is true.
He
guys.
was
I literally
whisked off
figured out
straight
what
to the
time-
NICU.
I respawned it.
And I said, right, mama, you're going to go see your baby.
Fully respawn now.
But
You have to finish
first,
this checkpoint and show Techie
we
our
want you to go to
baby.
toilet.
Skip checkpoint. Five
But we want you to
Robux.
stand up as well.
Wow.
I tried to stand up. The moment I put my feet on the ground, I didn't feel the ground. I went down. And this
What are you guys talking about?
nurse, she was
Better.
a big
What did I
woman.
tell you guys?
That you cheated.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
And she had muscles as well. And she says,
What?
I'm gonna need help.
What you guys are talking about, seriously, guys?
that's like I have to queue up on my own.
You are a filthy
And another
cheater and a liar.
nurse came out to pick me up. And she says, you're gonna have to walk.
You are a cheater and a liar. You literally just lied to us just now.
I said, I'm trying, but my legs won't move.
I can't wait to get up
And he
there
said, it's
and
okay, you've
I
had,
did it by
don't
myself
panic, you've
and
had a
I'm still-
epidural.
You're only ahead of me 'cause you
So
fought.
they picked me up
Yeah, you did.
into a wheelchair and put me into the bathroom.
Yeah, this tractor is
And it said, try
pretty
pee.
good, if I really think about it. Well, I'm about to finish
I
this
couldn't.
quest anyways, dude. This thing's crazy.
And it says,
Oh
try
my
and
God,
squeeze
I'm
your
on, like, a
stomach
really
in.
snowy, bumpy mountain hill
And I
type
did.
thing.
How was this third check
And then I did
Techie,
pee.
is that you?
Oh, wait, what?
So-
Am I going the wrong way?
Everything was funny. That's funny. Everything was
Oh my
scary
God.
for me.
I literally let Emma catch up to me.
And,
I'm right side for you. The checkpoint's like right up here.
Oh, thank goodness. This one was so
They said, okay,
fun.
You know what?
after
I'm
you've
just
done
gonna
this,
follow and
we're going
respawn
to take you to
just
see your
like,
son.
I don't want to go all the way back up
I
there.
can't believe you're
After
going
you've
backwards.
done,
I can't believe it either.
you know,
That was
just
really
felt,
stupid.
see if you can
I didn't really
get
know
some
which
breast
way
milk.
we were going. Yes, Ava?
I have some information for you.
So I went onto the machine to get breast milk, but coming out of the bathroom,
Okay,
let's
so
go
Sage
back a
can
bit.
see
Going back to the
it.
bathroom,
I wonder how much you have to
she said, I'm gonna have to get another nurse because she's disappeared and left me alone.
Anyways, guys, Emma, did you make it to the lava place yet?
I'm almost there. I can see the pool.
Hey?
Alright, this is awesome. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay.
Not
I just gotta
today.
make sure
No.
I'm waiting for her to tell me when.
Slow and steady, always
What
comes first. You guys ever heard that saying before?
Yes, of course.
I don't know, since yesterday she hasn't spoken to me and I've spoken to her, there's nothing said.
Checkpoint, Techie.
I don't know. You gotta
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Yeah, guys, I'm next to a Christmas tree.
So-
This is pretty sick.
Ooh.
Let's see a checkpoint.
Henry,
Go here real quick.
don't do that.
Wait, the lava broke. Oh, I see, I see.
Don't say that.
Hunter, come here.
It's trying to cause a fight. Don't say it!
I want
Because
a
I'm
hug.
recording. Henry Lee, go to your room.
I want a hug from Hunter.
You don't want to hug.
Let's go. Ahead of my little checkpoint, guys. I'm cooking right now.
Here.
Alright, now
Henry
go
starts all
all
the
way
arguments and then he wonders why Hunter attacks him.
Just for your information, so you gotta be
I
careful.
made it. I don't care. I made this by myself. I
Same.
didn't cheat, and I'm better than Techie.
Hey, you literally cheated. Remember, you got a ride earlier when I helped
That's
you.
not cheating.
Henry.
I'm literally a mechanic in the game.
Yeah, so it's been a robot.
Because I'm talking to you. He hates me
No,
talking
you
to
got me
people.
there.
Henry!
Guys, this path is really long. Emma, I think you're about to come to it right now, dude. This is like super scary.
These little paths.
Henry, your toast is done.
Techie,
I thought
Oh,
you
that's
were
not
gonna
the-
put it in yet.
Well, go do it.
Oh, no, that's nothing compared to what I just did, bro. This is
So-
terrifying.
Is there a checkpoint?
She got another nurse.
Next to the Christmas
Put
tree,
me in the
you gotta-
wheelchair,
you
put
gotta
me on the
look
bed.
Thank goodness.
And I said, you're still under the influence of,
I'm panicking. I'm good.
epidural. This could take 3 days before you can walk.
Another checkpoint. Yeah, my bad. I just had to say
Another
that.
checkpoint.
And I said, I don't want 3 days. I want to get up and walk now.
Oh, he died again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And I said, just give it time.
See, she cheated too, guys. Just saying. She also did.
So I got on the machine, got
Yeah, well, that's cheating.
enough
Also,
out to
I'm
feed
cheating.
on for like
Ooh, okay.
3
Alright,
feeds.
guys, I'm going all the way up, and I'm finally about to reach this
And
checkpoint.
Hunter, please stop! I told you not to do it.
Wait, I got more to do. Oh my gosh, I'm going downhill.
Oh my
I'm
lord.
going downhill. Oh yeah. Oh my. Oh gosh.
Please
Guys,
don't.
Guys, this is scary. I think I'm falling off.
Be careful.
It's doing it all the time now.
What, Sage? Why are you cooked?
I can't do
It's
this.
just not good.
It's hard.
Sage, that's
So-
something a coward would say. Are you a coward?
Yeah.
I kept seeing him every day. I wheeled myself up to the NICU, and the doctor came out and said, right, you better stand up.
We might have picked the worst tractors of all time, bro.
After being in the wheelchair for 2 days visiting.
Alright, I'm going all the way
You've
down.
got to
I'm
stand
going
up.
down these streets.
I said, I can't feel.
Oh my gosh, guys, I cannot
And they
down
said,
these streets. It's
it
actually-
should have worn off by now.
Get over this bridge.
Honestly, I don't know.
And the
I just
doctor,
kept going.
he was
Okay,
kind
I
of
revived myself
mean
again.
doctor.
Hopefully
I
he doesn't
hated him.
spawn
I
out.
told the nurses I don't want to see him
Let me hit the
again.
ramp, let me hit the ramp.
You get me another
I hit it,
doctor.
I hit the ramp. I did a 360. Please don't let me die, bro. Oh my gosh, I think I made it to the bottom.
And he got me up, he
Okay, I
moved
think
my
I made it
legs.
over here.
He
Wait,
said,
guys,
stand up.
I think I just finished.
Wait, what?
And he did not have no bedside manner.
Yeah, 2 wins.
And I tried to stand up and I fell to the floor.
Oh my gosh, dude, that one is really difficult.
And he
but
said,
I think it's time I get
try
a
get up.
better car.
Yeah, I wanted the tractor makes it
And I
easier.
couldn't.
Wait, there's a car that
He
you can
said,
get, you need 15 wins for, bro.
something's not right. I'll be back.
Wins.
He did pick me up. He got the nurses to pick me up and put me on the bed.
I think it's time I go and get a better tractor though.
Yeah, I would buy the
He
big
came
one.
back.
Wait, all of them are for
About
wins,
3,
dude.
4 hours
Oh,
later.
nah. Okay, let's see what I can
He
get
said you got an
for- oh,
MRI,
this is for 400 Robux.
emergency one
Are you gonna get
right
that
now.
one?
Yeah, I'm buying one for 400 Robux.
There's a nurse coming after I've come out of this
Definitely
room,
what I would do.
and
Alright, I just
you're going
bought
for
it,
the
guys. It's time to
MRI.
spawn it now. Let me go all the way to the tractors. Let me put this baby in. And
They said it could have been
oh
from
my gosh, I got the sickest
the
tractor of all time.
preeclampsia that's done something to your mind.
I think
Where
we
you
gotta
can't
go
stand
down
up,
with
it
this
does something to
really
your brain.
It's like all, yeah, it's
You
really
could have some
scary.
brain damage or
By the way, guys,
something.
I'm going through the
And I said my
normal
brain
ones.
is
Let's see how
perfectly
cool how
fine.
the normal one is real quick.
Ah, it can't be harder than this one.
He said, I see that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's literally no bumps, bro. This one's so easy. Oh wait, it is a little bit
So,
different, though, dude. There's like train tracks on this
another
one.
doctor
Guys,
came
I'm
and
making my
said,
goal to not die
I
a
don't think
single
you got
time.
anything wrong with your
If I die
brain.
one
It's
time,
something
I'm
else. It could be something else more serious.
I'm not gonna die, guys. I'm so locked in right now.
Oh, Techie, I don't want to do this tree one.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
And I said, great, scare me. He said, I'm not going to sugarcoat things for you because you just given birth. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's like some weird
Something went
spots
wrong
on
with the
your
epidural.
chest.
I'm so short of it.
Nah,
You're not the first one I've seen.
It's harder than medium. I'm not even capping.
I went, what can go wrong?
Bro, yes.
He said, didn't you read the
so sure you got
letter?
it.
I said, yeah, I read it,
Really
11,
unexpected turn.
you know, 4 years ago. I always read it. And I read it this time.
Oh, I know
He said, did you see that it could kill you or it could make you in a wheelchair, paralyze you? I said, yeah.
Becky, I don't believe that the normal one is
And then he started setting in.
No, just wait, guys. The normal one,
It
whenever
could
you get
be.
to it, it's kind of crazy.
He says, I'm going to
Why does this one say
walk with
brakes?
you,
I'm not pressing my brakes.
with the
Oh, my
nurses,
God.
and we're going to do the MRI. I'm going to be in the
Yeah, no, I don't believe in slow and steady.
computer
I believe
place
in
where
fast
they do the
and slow.
MRI. You won't see me, but I'll see you.
That actually is exactly why I died, bro.
And he said, I'll speak to you all the time. I promise I will not leave you. I said, okay.
Also, by the way, guys, the normal one is a lot
So,
better than the medium one.
he came
It's a lot smoother though, isn't it?
Yeah,
with
there's
me,
7 stages in this one.
did the
Right now,
MRI.
I'm still on stage number 1, but I'm
He
trying
did
to
the,
make it all the way. Come on, I gotta keep going.
images,
Alright. Ooh,
and
look,
he
look,
came
look,
back and he
guys.
said,
Okay,
I had to
yo, guys,
call
I'm
neurology.
cooking this place, bro. I'm going
I said,
crazy.
why did you have to call neurology? He said,
Alright, Techie, I think I finished the tree
your
one.
spinal cord
Finish the tree one.
Let's
burst at
go.
T2.
Oh, nice. That did it. I'm better than Techie.
Now we need neurology to come and have a look at it
I'm better
and
than
see what we
Techie.
can
I
do
didn't
from
have
there.
to buy my way
He didn't
through
tell me I
it.
was paralyzed, he didn't tell me nothing. He just said it burst.
Oh my gosh,
I already
guys,
knew in my
tractor
head.
Totally messed up. I gotta reset. You've got to be kidding me.
But I
On the
didn't
right
think
side,
about
I
it.
hit a checkpoint,
And
so I'm
then
gonna restart from far, so I'll just go this way this time.
neurology came and after they looked at it, and they said, Becky, you'll never walk
Oh
again.
yeah, now the tree one was like really horrible.
I said, so I walked
I don't
in
even know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, you'll see it.
3 days ago
Yeah, no, you're
at 10:20 at night because my blood pressure went too high at home.
Okay, put it back to your work.
I feel like this thing spins.
Try and do it yourself.
I can't, it hurts my hand.
Okay, I'll come and butter it.
Doesn't spin. Maybe the normal one's not that
Give up doing that. Henry, please stop.
One of the courses. Oh my gosh, I'm almost
No.
fall. I just fell.
Henry, you're doing it so I end the video. You're being very mean. Yes, that's what it is. So, we... So, I've been paralyzed since 2017. 2017, the day I gave birth to him. Because it was Sunday morning when it happened. And 13 hours later, he was born.
Yeah, I bought the 249 one. I will say.
Well, 13 hours, yeah, 13 and a half hours later, he was born. So, yeah. I thought I'd give you a bit of an insight because I did leave it that I would speak about it.
I'm just gonna be honest.
What happened with my first and what happened with the second.
Alright, I'm gonna go crazy then.
You could do it, Emma.
So, yeah, I've been paralyzed. Give up. So, I've been paralyzed since 2017. And life is still good. And this cough is cold. I do not hate you!
Okay, well, if I'm good, then I'm probably not gonna.
Oh, the doctors. Yeah, I've had one doctor that hates me.
Are you sure you like
And I
not
forgot
supposed
who
to?
it was.
Dr. Patel,
Who's that?
Okay,
the Pakistani doctor, he hates me.
seriously.
From where?
From LSU. I'm under the LSU doctors.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
So yeah, that's my story.
Alright, I gotta go.
And can I tell you my
And-
story?
Oh my
It's
God,
me
it's
now.
I started collecting
I'm going through it.
bigger babies,
Nah, Sage, I don't think you
like a 20 inch. My first ever 20 inch was a Maddie, and then Lulu. The same time, so same month, I got Lulu and Maddie. Maddie was first and Lulu came a few days later. And they was 20 and 19 inches each. And that was,
I'm just giving you a warning, okay?
I'd say,
Okay, yeah, I just keep on falling, guys. This is terrible.
I'd say 3 years ago is when I started reborning. Started in the reborn community, not reborning. I haven't made my own yet. But I thought I'd tell you a little bit of the insight and have a big chit chat of my life. And this little girl, will I go back to being acidic? No. I believe in Jesus Christ, so they won't accept me now anyway.
You are terrible. Alright, let me see if I can pass this, okay? Let me back
I'm not
up
a
the track
Christian.
here.
I'm still Judaism, but with a
Steady,
hint of
okay,
Jesus.
steady, okay.
Well, a lot of Jesus, not a hint of Jesus, a lot of Jesus.
Yeah, it honestly is way more beautiful.
So,
than oh my
Jesus
God,
was a
I-
Jew.
how does
I'm a
that even
Jew.
make sense? How does this
There's no
make
such thing as a
sense?
Messianic.
Explain it in a Roblox
We're not
logic.
Christian.
This makes no sense. Oh my
He
God,
was a
I
Jew.
just
He
fell.
did the Jewish holidays. So, to me, it's Jewish. I'm Jewish. And now I've got to go put some toast for Henry, because Henry don't like using. We don't use the spreadable. That's in a big tub. We get the sticks of butter that can stay at the fridge forever. You know, back into the 60s. I told you I'm rockabilly. I'm rockabilly, baby.
Alright, time to go all the way. Oh my God, this might be harder than.
I love rockabilly. I'm stuck in the late 1940s, 1950s era. And I used to do my hair like that too. So I didn't always cover my hair. Sometimes I still don't cover my hair. I'm trying to sit forward because I've just knocked my feet off. Then I get the sofa and I pull myself up. That was not good. That was not good. I'm glad you can still see her.
Can you remember this game? Look.
And
That game?
What snow plow one?
Yeah.
so I'm in my yellow pants with butterflies, and then I decided to go for this as well, sunshine. So yeah, I'm gonna go, she's gonna go, it's Issy, and I'm gonna do the toast. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. I love you. That's the inside of my life. I've nothing else to share about my life on that side. So it's just gonna be reborns. I don't know if it's gonna be long videos because now it's reborns. Unless I can think of something to chit chat about. And since I like you all, we'll do it. But there's nothing else to say about my life now, so it's just all about reborns. And I've got to think about something else. to make it longer. But yeah, I'll see you for now. I love you. Izzy loves you. Izzy says goodbye. Bye from Henry. Bye from Hunter. We're all healthy again, kind of. We'll just wait for next week. And yeah, everything is gonna go perfect. I hope. Always be, excuse me, always be good, be happy, and be safe. Bye.